Let's face it, we've all been there. You walk into a store or scroll through your favorite shopping app, and suddenly, you're tempted to buy something you didn't plan on. Whether it's a cute pair of shoes, the latest gadget, or that trendy item everyone's talking about, impulse purchases are everywhere. But why do we make these decisions? And more importantly, how can we control them? Welcome to today's video, where we'll dive into the psychology of spending and explore practical ways to beat those impulse purchases. To understand why we splurge on things we don't need, we first need to look at how our brains are wired. The impulse to buy often stems from a part of our brain called the dopaminergic system. When we see something we want, our brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that motivates us to act. This dopamine rush is powerful. It's the same chemical triggered by rewards, excitement, and even certain addictive behaviors. So, when you see a product that catches your eye, your brain instantly associates it with a potential reward, pushing you to make that purchase. But here's the catch. While dopamine gives us that immediate high, it's short-lived. After the purchase, many people experience buyer's remorse, that feeling of regret when you realize you didn't really need that item in the first place. So what drives us to act on these impulses? A lot of it has to do with our emotions. Have you ever bought something when you were feeling stressed or bored? You're not alone. Studies show that emotions like stress, anxiety, or even boredom can increase our likelihood of making impulse buys. Retailers know this, which is why you often see limited-time offers or ads tailored to your emotional triggers. It's not just about a sale. It's about creating a sense of urgency and tapping into your mood to get you to act fast. That flash sale might not seem like a big deal, but if you're already feeling stressed, it can feel like an opportunity you just can't pass up. Now let's talk about social influence. We live in an age of constant online interaction, and social media plays a huge role in what we buy. The rise of influencer culture has made it easier than ever for brands to tap into our fear of missing out, or FOMO. When you see someone on Instagram showing off the latest gadget or fashion trend, your brain automatically feels like you're missing out on something important. This triggers a desire to purchase the item in order to keep up with social norms or feel part of a community. Research shows that the more we see others buying something, the more we feel compelled to do the same, even if we don't need it. So now that we understand why impulse buying happens, what can we do to control it? Let's look at some practical strategies. First, set a clear budget before you even start shopping. Whether it's for groceries, clothes, or tech gadgets, knowing how much you can spend helps you resist temptation. It's all about planning ahead. Second, try the 24-hour rule. When you see something you want but didn't plan to buy, wait 24 hours before making the purchase. This delay helps you assess whether you really need the item or if it's just an impulse. Third, unsubscribe from store emails and social media notifications. These messages are designed to trigger a sense of urgency and push you toward buying. If you don't see them, you're less likely to feel that pressure. Next, always shop with a list, whether it's for groceries or clothes. If you stick to the list, you're less likely to fall into the trap of buying random items you don't need. And lastly, be mindful of your emotions. If you're stressed or feeling down, try addressing the root cause before you go shopping. Engage in activities that help you relax, like exercise, reading, or a hobby you enjoy. Impulse purchases may be a natural part of human behavior, but by understanding the psychology behind them, we can regain control over our spending. By setting boundaries, creating strategies, and being more mindful of our emotional triggers, we can make smarter, more intentional choices with our money. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with anyone who could use a little help with managing their spending habits. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.